9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
I'm scared to leave you, but I know I need to. I know I need to. I'm scared to leave you, but I know I need to. I know I need to. I know I need to. I need to set you free. Move on with your life, just let you be. Holding hands in the back of an SUV. Ain't nobody else like an SUV for you. I bleed for you. I'm on 10, fuck that, 15 for you. I love you, but I love my freedom too. I know what I must do, but I'm really just scared to leave you. But I know I need to. I know I need to. I know I need to. I need to set you free. Move on with your life, just let you be. Holding hands in the back of an SUV. And there ain't nobody else like an SUV for you. I bleed for you. I'm on 10, fuck that, 15 for you. I love you, but I love my freedom too. I know what I must do, but I'm really just scared to leave. I wanna be alone more than ever. Less free time, more endeavors. Less romance, more get cheddar. Some say both, I'm more instead of. We've been better, I can't afford any more vendettas. Some feed off it, I'm more get fed up. Some sheep-esque, I'm more trendsetter. I can't adore any more antennas. I'm overly in tune, I'm overstimulated, I'm over me and you. I'm overeating too, I'm drinking again. I'm outside the house, I'm linking with friends. You found me at the end of peak in a sense. My love is dried up like ink in this pen. And now that I'm thinking again, I'm not scared to leave you. Cause I know I need to. I know I need to. I know I need to. I'm not scared to leave you, cause I know I need to. I know I need to. I know I need to. I need to set you free.
What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? Welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today or tonight or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. I really appreciate it, y'all. And I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you I see a few of my guests are coming in. So I want to say thank you guys for showing up and showing up early. Really appreciate it. I am super excited today to bring you my Fierce Front 7 D-line and linebacker position celebration show. For those that are maybe new to SFL Nights or maybe haven't seen the show in a while, I am actually taking this season to kind of go through each position and have a conversation with everybody, see how they like the position, what are they doing to make themselves stand out, because there are so many people that are probably fighting for that position. So what makes you different? So I wanted to kind of do this, and especially since we have so many rookies here, they're offering advice about which attributes to kind of focus on, and things that can kind of take a step back. So it's been good. It's been good. And I do have a nice show planned for you guys. I don't see my guests in the back so far, but I did tell them that they probably won't be on too much later. So they're probably going to show up a little bit later. But I am super excited to have these guys on. And it's a surprise, so you'll see. But what I'm going to do first is my usual. I'm going to go over week 7. It was a heck of a week, especially for my team. Okay. We just can't. Okay, I don't know what's going on, man, but got to figure it out. I'm doing my week 8 pick'ems. I am bringing back weird food facts because I did find a few weird food facts that I think you guys should know about. Like some of this stuff I didn't even know about. So we're going to get into it. Give my guests time. Oh, I see one popping up. I see one. What's going on, man? I see you. Thank you for being here. All right. So let's get started. Now, first off, through week 7, I have had 46 guesses right and 28 wrong on the season. Last week, I had 6 right and 2 wrong. So far for week 8, I have 2 right and 1 wrong because week 8 is actually started already. We had 3 games that just played, so I'll go over that in a minute. I think I'm doing pretty good this season. I kind of want to get some more rights in the column, but the crazy thing is last week I was wrong about my own game, which is crazy. But let's go ahead and talk about it. Week 7, Love Day, February 14th. Minnesota Legends took down the Indianapolis Ramblers in one of my favorite rivalries. But they lost in a big way, 31-3. Arizona Scorpions also went down to the Carolina Skyhawks and lost 20-13. Washington Trident loses to the Vancouver Legion 40-23. And Vancouver will do that. If you're not careful, they will score 40 on you really quick. Baltimore Vultures took on the Los Angeles Vikings, where Baltimore wins in a narrow win, 19-14. Los Angeles almost had that game. Bossier City Steamers took on the Albuquerque Adams, where Albuquerque wins. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't even have my graphic up. I just realized that. My bad. So if you guys are not familiar, all of my guesses are in gold. The ones that I got right are in green, and the ones that I got wrong are in orange. So back to what I was saying. Bossier City Steamers lost to the Albuquerque Adams 23-3. Charleston Predators, took on the Queen City Corsairs, and Charleston wins 34-21. Chicago Warriors battle the OKC Renegades and wins 41-14. Big points from Chicago. And lastly, the DC Dragons wins over the Fort Worth Toros 24-21. Now, I did personally say that I wanted DC to win this game because of what was going on with their quarterback, Synergy. Synergy, that he lost his mom, and I was really hoping that they would win that game for her, and it did come down to the last, I think it was the last minute of the game that they wound up pulling out that victory. So congratulations. Nothing against Fort Worth. I don't want y'all to think that I was just going against you guys, but I really wanted DC to win for that. All right, so on to week 8. Let me go ahead and get this up here. All right. So as you can see, week 8 has already started, as I spoke of earlier. Friday, the Los Angeles Vikings took on the Sin City Samurai, where Sin City wins 29-7. They have been on a roll. Florida Storm loses to Lexington Miners 41-10. That really surprised me. As you can see, I got it wrong, but that really surprised me. I did not think, of course, any team can win. I'm not saying Lexington can win, but I did not think that Florida would allow Lexington to score that many points. So back to the drawing board, definitely with that one. Queen City Corsairs took on the Nashville Tempo. And if you did not check out this game was absolutely amazing, down to the wire. It came down to overtime, where Queen City picked off, not picked off, but they won the game 26-23. Please, guys, if you did not check this game out, please go to the Virtual Football Network and check that out. That was totally worth it. I wish that we were actually doing a Monday Night Spectacular show so I could have both representatives from each team coming on to talk about that one. That was game of the week for me. Even though the rest of the games are being played, even tonight, February the 22nd, Houston Headhunters will be taking on the Atlanta Swarm. And I'm going for Houston to win. I know this will be a home game for Atlanta. Atlanta definitely does well in the Hive, but I feel like if Houston's ground game gets off, they have a problem. The Bossier City Steamers will be taking on the Mexico City Aztecs. Mexico City are the current champions. Bossier City is coming off a loss. I'm not sure if they have everything they need to take on this Mexico City Aztecs team right now. to win this game. So I'm giving that edge to Mexico City. It's a home game too. Denver Night Wings taking on the Fort Worth Toros. Fort Worth is one of those teams that everyone seems to sleep on. They have been wonderful throughout the seasons, and I do anticipate them winning this game as well. The Minnesota Legends will be taking on the OKC Renegades. OKC will be at home, but I am going for Minnesota to win that game, especially after their performance last week against their rivals, Indy. Sunday, February the 23rd, Carolina Skyhawks will be taking on the Albuquerque Adams. And I am actually going with Albuquerque on this one. Carolina played a fantastic game, but I don't know if they would be able to have those same looks that they received against Albuquerque. So we'll see. Pittsburgh Riverhawks will be taking on the Indianapolis Ramblers. And even though Indy will be at home, I'm going to give Pittsburgh a slight edge on that. I do think that this will be a low-scoring game, more defensive battle. But I think Pittsburgh is probably going to win this out either by 3 to 7 points. The Vancouver Legion will be taking on the Arizona Scorpions, where the Arizona Scorpions really need to win this game. And considering Vancouver just scored 40 points on their last opponent, Eddie definitely has to have the defense together to not let them score 40 and the offense to be able to connect up. That's one thing that we have been having issues with, just making those necessary connections, man. So hopefully we'll get it together. It is a home game for the Arizona Scorpions, and we definitely need this win. So of course, I'm going for Arizona, but Vancouver is no slouch by any means. The Washington Trident will be taking on the Charleston Predators, and I am going for Washington to win. They have been firing on all cylinders. Charleston, kind of hit or miss. I just feel more confident in Washington this game. And there will be no Monday night games. There will be no Monday night spectacular. I guess, everybody needs a rest, especially considering Cam has started the UFL and has other things that he's doing too. So everybody, again, needs a rest. On SFL News, now I do want to take the time out to thank everyone that filled out the SFL community checkup form. I did that because people talk to me all the time in DMs. They come to me and let me know how their true feelings about things. Some people, when I told them that I was going to be doing that, they felt that might have been a waste of time for me to even try to put the form together. It may have been a waste of time for me to have people fill it out because they felt like their voices were not going to be heard anyway. First of all, this is my second year doing this, and I had a sizable turnout. It was way better than the first time I ever did. So there were a lot of people that cared enough to answer. And to all those people, whether you wrote one word or whether you wrote a whole paragraph, because we did have a lot of people that did that. And I really appreciate that because you were detailed and you gave me a better outlook on how you're feeling than just the one word answers, even though I'm grateful for everything. But those meant a lot because you took the time out to think about it. So we had a few. I want to thank you. I did go over some of them. So when I do have Cam on the show, we will go over each question. We will hit on some hot topics. It was mostly positive. So what I'm going to do is kind of focus on the areas of improvement. And there were some, definitely. So we're going to talk about those when we have him on, probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm waiting to see when his schedule kind of clears up for me. All right, so we're on to weird food facts while I'm waiting for the rest of my guests to come on. Now, I mentioned this earlier. There's a lot of strange things going on out here, guys. First of all, let me put up my little graphic. Now, you guys know I love eating weird food. I love exploring things. I love talking about, why things happen the way they do. And today I found out that carrots are supposed to be purple. Didn't know that. Let me explain. In the 17th century, when carrots were first introduced to Europe, they were purple. Some people think that they were changed to orange to honor the Dutch royal family, the House of Orange. All of this is, go look it up on the web. This is where I found my information, guys. I'm not kidding. They crossbred carrots, different shades of carrots, until they came up with the orange ones, and they kept that color. That's the one they decided that they wanted to keep. Interesting. I also found out that white chocolate isn't chocolate. Why do we keep calling it white chocolate then? So what is it? It does not contain chocolate solids at all. And it is just a blend of vanilla, sugar, milk, lecithin, and cocoa butter. So essentially, you're eating cocoa butter that's sweetened, guys. So have fun with that one. Lastly, now this was kind of crazy to me. Ketchup and Coca-Cola were used as medicines at one point. I'm gonna let that sink in for you. Coca-Cola and ketchup was used as medicine at one point. So ketchup was sold as a medicine in the 1800s. In 1834, Ohio, of course it would be from Ohio, Dr. John Cook Bennett promoted tomato ketchup as a cure for indigestion, diarrhea, and jaundice. And he believed that tomatoes contain nutrients and medical properties such as pectin and lipoline, which actually lipoline is very good for you. Coca-Cola was originally sold as a patent medicine that was claimed to cure many diseases. When Coke was introduced in 1886, it was marketed as a tonic to help people feel better. Coca-Cola was marketed as a cure for headaches, indigestion, nerve disorders, impotence, and morphine addiction. The drink was sold at drugstore soda fountains, which were popular because of the carbonated water, and the carbonation was believed to promote good health. And hey, listen, guys, matter of fact, let me put this up before I even say this, because I just feel like I need to, just in case we got sensitive people to this subject, just so we know. Guys, you might want to turn it off for a second if you're kind of sensitive, okay? So, did you guys know that Coca-Cola actually contained cocaine at one point? The first advertisement for Coca-Cola was placed in Atlanta Journal on May 29th of 1834. The National Institute of Drug Abuse says that the earliest runs of Coca-Cola did include cocaine. Coke was originally sold as a patent medicine, and the cocaine was a common medical ingredient used widely by physicians at that time. So I had to go figure out, okay, so what did cocaine cure? Because I'm like, what's happening here? Because that's not what I saw happen to Scarface, right? Cocaine was originally used to treat hunger, altitude sickness, and cold, and it increases your alertness. I saw that. I didn't know it did everything else. So, hey, the more you know, right? It's crazy. All right, guys. Enough of that yap. Let me go ahead and bring up my guys after this song. I'll see you in a second.
Could someone sling the rock? Wow, that play action went right to Matthew Alvarado. Hey, go ahead and get a pick six.
He's literally going to do it.
There he goes. Defensive player of the game, Matthew Alvarado.
Well, happy Valentine's Day to him.
Here comes the
Minnesota
pursuit.
Roy Howard. Wesley was right. Needs to get away, but cannot. As Alvin back brings him down for the loss. Coming up third and
Hey, so if you see me put steak sauce on steak, means it's no good. Flowers throws another interception. Stinson picks it off. And Flowers just can't get out of his own way tonight. He only threw 2 picks through the first 2 games.
on his feet right now is the
Team another sack for LA. Cosby's defense has come to play now.
As it is going to be second and 10. Layton drops back. Quick throw. It's going to be intercepted. Jay Martin.
Jay Martin absolutely plucking this out of thin air.
Targeted 4 times. It's second and 7. Patterson in trouble again.
Mississippi right up the C gap, untouched. kind of made it to the quarterback.
Drops back. Looks like he had not enough time as he goes down. That is the get his second sack of the game.
Man, and that was 31-13 loss for Chicago. Has one here. Dak sacked again. Just standing in the pocket after that loss of 5.
Yeah, watch this replay. You see a meerkat come from one side, and then you got.
Here, and you can ask some questions. Drop back by kick. Oh my God! On the side with the sack of his own.
Yeah, it's just
For a game here so far, you know. Looks like Baltimore's going to bring blitz from the outside, and they're down, go, and man, did he get hit.
Ralph Leopold, a monster out there. What a spin move.
Here's the check again. Check time for be the next artist to run up in your stand. Like, here comes the
Pocket collapses and act off. Well, you're probably going to see a big man interception, which does the worst in the LA.
Man, and Joe Bubik's slim. I mean, he's coming for the quarterback, and somehow
2 left in the second quarter. Winbacks formation, Wigmore pump fakes and goes down. On the sack, just around the tackle.
look at the crap outside and wrap around. I mean, that's a big climbing
End of the game for the outcome. Brown to throw. The pump fake, and down they go. That might have put. That's begging again. Tina made. Maybe I should change the MVP.
You might have to put 2 blockers on.
All right. Shout out to Ron Haynes again, coming in the clutch. I actually did get to him a little bit earlier this week, so he didn't have to 2 hours to basically help me out with that. But again, shout out to Ron Haynes for being able to help me capture some of those moments that I feel special. Now, just because I want to say this right before I bring everybody up. There was a point when I was a rookie that I actually was a tight end. I played in my first rookie game as a tight end. I'm sure people, maybe people know that, maybe not. But I also wanted to be a defensive end. Specifically, I wanted to tackle the quarterback. I wanted to get at them as much as possible. But I was offered the opportunity to be a quarterback. So now when I'm seeing them hits and when I'm, being a victim of, a couple of them, because, some of them, they get lucky. It's crazy because I have like a love-hate for that position, because it will definitely knock you off your rockers if you're not careful. But it's just something about the impact. It is something about that boom, that contact, that I just love, and I love to see it, unless it's me. But let me go ahead and bring on one of my guests that is in the building right now, Mr. Josh Farnsey over from the Vancouver Legion. Man, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Ashley?
I'm doing good. It has been a long time since we've seen each other.
It has. We need to make this more not permanent fixture, but we need to do this more than like once every other year.
Right? Exactly. I think the last thing I said to you was like, "Hey," because of your name. So, I remember that
there you go.
vividly. Well, welcome back. I am waiting we're going to go ahead and get started. But Nate Brown, defensive tackle over from the Baltimore Vultures, is supposed to be checking through. He did say that he was going to be bringing a couple more of his teammates, so we're going to see if they're actually going to be here. And the outside linebacker, Zach Boom, was supposed to be coming over here too. So I'm waiting for them to arrive in the back. We're going to go ahead and get started with you first, Josh. So for everybody that did not get a chance to see our podcast, tell us a little bit about yourself. First of all, let us know how long you have been involved in the league.
Sure. So I play middle linebacker for the Legion. For those who don't know me, I So I've been in since about July of 2020. I've been affiliated with the SFL. I was drafted in season 16, and so this is actually my 8th season with the Legion. I played one season in the it was like the second year of the SFL. But yep, it's been 8 great years north of the border. So
Okay. Love it. I love to hear it. Looks like somebody popped up. Now I don't see his camera yet. I think he may be trying to get that set up. Do me a favor, and it's Robert Brady Jr. I figured you was gonna find your way on here, man. I figured when you get a chance, give me the thumbs up and I'll bring you on. Okay. I don't see that you have your camera up. So just let me know in the private chat in the back, okay? And I'll bring you up. So what you choose to be play position in school?
say that one more time. Sorry. Hello?
No, it's okay. Okay.
Oh,
Why did you
sorry.
decide to choose a position? Why did you decide to be a linebacker?
So I really wanted to be someone who could be on the field a lot, and I kind of like you. I wanted to hit somebody, or I wanted my player to hit somebody, and I really wanted linebacker because I feel like they're going to be involved in a lot of different. They're involved in the run, they're involved in the pass. I really kind of, when I was thinking about the era of sort of player based on the game that we had at the time, I'm a huge Patrick Willis fan. I'm a big 49ers fan in general. So I really kind of wanted to build sort of myself as like a Patrick Willis. So it just kind of made sense to me right away, actually.
Hey, exactly. And sometimes people I played in school, or like his favorite players and things like that. So I totally understand that. Hey, Robert, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. Yes.
What's happening? Yes.
Hey,
yes. Been a while. How you doing?
Well, welcome. I'm doing good, man. Welcome back. It's actually a surprise, because Nate said that he was going to be bringing some friends, but I should have known it was you. I should have known.
You should have known. Should have known that. Yeah.
First one here.
Right.
Well, thank you for being here, man. So I'm going to start off with you. Let everyone know how long you've been involved in the league. And you can even let us know about the different teams that you've been on, because you've been here for a minute.
Yeah, I've been here, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6 years. 6 years now. 2 years with Denver, and then I moved over to Baltimore. So
that's where you wanted to be, pretty much, right?
Yeah, Baltimore was where I was hoping to go when I initially got drafted. But I was thankful. I was thankful to be drafted number 2 overall, and I was thankful that Denver took a chance on me. Had some great years there with the staff and with the team and the locker room, and everything was great. When Baltimore came a knocking, I had to jump to that. So, and it's been
pass up the opportunity.
Oh no, and it's been great ever since. So.
Good. Well, I'm glad you found a place that fits you. That fits your personality, things of that nature. So I'm glad you have man.
Yeah.
El Presidente, Nate Brown.
What's going on?
A whole lot of stuff going on with you, brother. How you doing?
All right, my phone died. I didn't know I was on so much low energy over here. How everybody doing today? What's up, Rob?
What's going on, brother?
You already know how we do. Cincinnati
in
the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it's good to have you back here, man. And I'm gonna ask you the same question I've been asking everybody else. How long have you been a member of our community, been involved in the league as a player? And your team? Since you've been here.
I want to say about what? Almost 8 years, I believe. I came in at 15. So yeah. 8 good seasons with the Baltimore Vultures.
So you never left, huh?
Nah, it's a great thing, man. You know, Rob saying it. You know what I mean? We ain't the best, but we confident. You know, that's the most important part.
Yeah, I mean, you Thanos over there. I mean,
That's
you
what I'm
already got
saying.
5.
We had to let
else
somebody get something. Yeah, you can't just.
I mean, that's what Florida doing right now, and Mexico City. They took over. We on the leisure. You know what I mean? We step back. You know what I mean? We relax and we rebuilding. You know what I mean?
You don't need nothing else. You already got a whole hand. You good?
No, we got more fingers. We got more.
Right. We got a whole nother side.
We got toes. You know, we need bracelets, necklaces, crowns, whatever, statues.
I wish I would see somebody have some toe rings. Walking around with some flip flops with your rings on your toes.
You know what I'm saying? Throw them off.
Oh man! So Robert and Nate, why did you guys choose your respective positions? Why did you choose to play the positions that you are currently playing?
Go ahead, Nate.
Did you do it?
Rob.
Okay. Well, I've been playing football all my life, and always been a big guy, so they always had me on the defensive line. But I've always wanted to play defensive end, but was not the case. So now I have the opportunity to play the position that I always wanted to play, and then playing on a great team that puts me in position to do my job. It's been wonderful.
All right, Nate.
I wanted to play cornerback, but TJ and them had other ideas for me. Said you can be on defense because they want me to play offensive line. Like, I don't want to play offensive line. I got respect for offensive line, but I just wanted to play defense. You know what I mean? I'm on that side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I said I'll play one on defense. We said just play defensive tackle. I think I played 1 year at DN. They switched me back to defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? But I like being on what we call that the infantry. We the first ones in. We
right.
Us have it. We mess up the O-line and the running scheme so the linebackers and safeties can do their job. You know what I mean? If we get some sacks and fumbles and good touches, hits, whatnot, TFLs, we'll take them. I ain't gonna deny them. I'll take them. So,
So over the years, guys, what are some significant challenges that your player has had and how did you overcome them? Whether it's how your player was progressing, whether it's in certain situations, what is one challenge that you had to deal with? And I got my boy Sean. Hey, Sean, coming in. Sean Big Dog Moore, everybody.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's up? Sorry I'm late. Got a lot going on.
Hey, I appreciate you being here. I wasn't sure if you was going to make it, brothers. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Word. How's everybody doing?
Doing great, man.
Good.
No, I was just going over a few things. Guys, if you don't mind, I'm just going to kind of circle back since he just joined, since we haven't really answered that question yet. Sean, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in the league, the different teams you have played for, and why you chose your position.
Well, I joined in 2020, when COVID started. Just fumbling through the channels and I forgot what the channel was, but it being a video game, it caught my attention, and once I started seeing them interview human people, they were talking about, this is my player, and just seeing all the excitement, it got my attention. I always been a guy that would just sit there and let the game play and be like the coach in the background, just seeing how plays develop of that nature. So versus just sitting there with the handheld. My kids, they've taken over every game system here, so I just let them play and I watch. But that intrigued me. I got involved with that. Joined the minor league. I think it was the first season of the minors that they started, and I got on Ottawa, the Ottawa Cavalry, for I think a couple seasons. I can't remember. We had to play 1 or 2 seasons. Did a draft, got drafted to Queen City. After the first year, I didn't really feel like I was getting the playing time that I wanted and everything. I can remember seeing Eddie doing some play-by-play, some commentary on some games, and I always stuck in my mind that he was a defensive guy. And me being a linebacker, when it was football, I was always excited by the defense. My favorite player, Mike Singletary, for the Bears, but just that linebacker and position always intrigued me. You know what I'm saying? From him to Ray Lewis, and I said, well, if I ever get a chance to play for Eddie, him being a defensive guy, that's where I want to go. And whenever a player of mine, a teammate of mine had left Queen City, he had mentioned that Eddie was looking for a linebacker, and I told him, yeah, go ahead and mention my name to him. I was going to enter the free agency, and he reached out to me, and I pretty much knew when I signed with Arizona that was going to be my last team. So it's been about, I can't even remember how many seasons it's been now, about 5 seasons, and I'm here to stay. So that's pretty much it.
One of the best decisions that we've ever made. I really appreciate you for being here, man.
Appreciate it. I don't talk much, but I'm always here.
My question
I'm always
was,
lurking.
You do.
Was that?
You do enough. I mean, you running the social media for us. So I mean,
Right.
I said you do enough for us. I mean, you running our social media. You help with that. So that helps. So
yeah. Well, I'm glad I found something that I could do to kind of contribute to the team. I know for a couple seasons, I know that that Eddie is very big on someone, doing something other than just playing, and I'm just glad I found the niche, something that I love to do, and if it's going to help make the team stand out, then I'm all for it.
Indeed. So my question that you walked in on, that I was asking everyone, and I'm actually going to start with Josh on this. What steps do you take to continuously improve? No, that wasn't the question. The question was, what was a challenge that you faced? What were some significant challenges that your player has faced in your tenure here, and how did you overcome them? And I'll start with you first, Josh.
I think I guess the biggest, like, if you want to call it a challenge, was when the game that we were using changed. On the old one, I was more of a speed guy. Like my speed was amped up because like I told you, I love Patrick Willis. I just wanted I was just like, every time I progressed, it's like speed tackle. But with this, kind of when talking to Andy about, at middle linebacker, didn't need the speed as much. So it was kind of thinking about like other things that I could do. So I think that, I don't know if I would call it a challenge, but it was kind of just kind of reinventing myself a little bit in terms of what I would do well. So I think, so now I'm probably I'm 43 in real life, so I'm a step slower anyways. So it makes sense.
Hey man, I'm 40. Don't say that.
Fair enough.
We're not slow. We just take our time.
Exactly. We're smart about our steps.
There you go.
Don't waste no time.
There you go.
Nate, same question. So, what was a significant challenge for you that you overcame?
Really trying to learn SFL, what I was getting myself into when I first got here. You know,
Yeah.
it was, trying to catch up with all the shows and being active and, just trying to learn how everybody move in this system that we got going. And it's a beautiful system, so, I love it. But just trying to catch the rhythm, you know what I mean? But I'm here and I understand it now, and now it's time to probably start learning how to do some sims and things like that, you know what I mean? Get a, step it up a little further, that's all, but yeah, time to time it all heals and we're going to get there, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And at least you have the will to want to do something else that's going to be.
Yeah, it's a lot to do here, you know what I mean? It's
beneficial for the team. That always helps. Always.
Yeah, Vultures for life, baby. Vultures for life.
So, Robert, what about you?
Well, I guess it was just the idea of coming from the M. I was real big on sacks. That was my calling card. And then when I came into the league, first the game changed right when I came into the league. And then with Denver, that was kind of my focus. I was really, really pressing the coaches in regards to my build to try to increase that, because I had a singular focus. Then when I got to Baltimore, and they started communicating with me and talking with me about my build, what the vision was for my build, what the vision was for the team. That kind of went out the window. Then it went to, okay, how can I best help the team and fit what the team is trying to do? So, for instance, this season, I think I got one sack, maybe. But I'm watching, like, my big brother right here and all the interior linemen, they're eating, they're feasting. But the one thing that my player does is he's really good at setting the edge. He doesn't get blown off the ball. He makes the running back have to take another step, which allows our linebackers to flow up and make the tackle. So even though it's not a personal gain in regards to my personal ideas of what my player would be, working within the system and seeing how my player fits in that puzzle, and us being that front four, and how we set the tone for our defense and how we allow those guys behind us to come up and make plays and do what they do, has been the change. So that was the biggest thing, just my mindset, just going from trying to get singular accolades to now saying I'm a part of a team and it's a bigger picture than just me.
Learning moment. And in times like this, when you are not getting those looks, Sean, I'm gonna kick it to you in a second. When you're not getting those looks and when you're not being as active on the field as you would want to be, it is good for you to look at it, how it affects the team and the little things that you are doing. Because that'll keep you from getting into like a negative mindset, which could even throw off your own team's energy, Because I'm sure coaches are trying to figure it out. They want to give everybody the ball. They want to make sure everybody eat, everybody get a sack. Everybody, if they could, they would. But
not even that. Sometimes people may just want to quit.
Yeah,
because that happened to us. We had a couple players and they just disappeared.
Yeah,
and we was winning championships. I didn't understand it, but
I got one of their rings. It's crazy. And he was really good. Jimmy was really good.
Man, you see what I'm saying? That's, they come and they go.
Anyway,
man.
have y'all talked to him?
Huh?
Have anybody talked to Jimmy?
No, not that. Yeah,
Is he okay?
I have no idea. Just praying for the best for that man.
Absolutely. All right, Sean, I'm sorry about that. What was a challenge that your player had to that faced and overcame in your tenure here?
Well, I think the challenge so far is the present challenge. I don't know it. Of course, we're going to overcome, but I feel like my player is not being the leader that he's capable of right now on the field. Just making those impact plays, those plays, fourth and short. I mean third and short. Just being a significant impact on setting the tone for the defense. I take pride in that, and I don't want to say we're in a slump, but we're kind of at an even keel where we're used to being on a, So the challenge is, not complaining, not barking, but just trying to keep the in the locker room motivated, to continue to trust the system and let the front office do what they do, and just and believe that this is just a bump in the road, because I definitely believe that we're better than what we've been showing, and now with this new cap stuff that I have no idea. I look at that stuff and I'll be like, okay, I don't know nothing about what they're talking about, and let me, just focus on the field stuff. And but yeah, that's just pretty much been a challenge, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about me quitting and all that kind of crap, but just trying to, stay positive and stay out of league chat. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So,
personally,
yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. The challenge of not playing the way I know my player is capable of.
So I did not have this question pre-planned. I actually just thought about it as you guys were talking. Now, as I've said before, people do come to me and they talk to me a lot. They DM me, they call me, they let me know what's going on, which is part of the reason why I put out that Google form to kind of do like a wellness check for the community. Because I had a lot of defensive players specifically coming to me and complaining about the fact that they feel that the offense is overpowered and they're not being able to make the plays that they normally would, because there's so many offensive players that are just expensive. They can just reach their hand up and it seems like it's a magnet, and you right on them, So do you think that this current change that Kim let us know about with the salary cap being capped at $50 million, any team that is over that $50 million salary cap will have to sell attributes, probably across the whole board? More than likely, if this is just me guessing, it would be heavy on the offensive side of the ball, that a lot of teams are going to be shedding these attributes from. So do you think that this change will actually improve the defense across the board for everyone in the league?
No, I don't think so. And the reason why I say that is a lot of the problems are either in the slides that they use or in the program itself. Let me explain. So, for instance, I was on Eddie's show a couple of weeks ago, and they brought it up as well. The O-line is not realistic at all. And I say that in the sense of there is no way that a quarterback is going to do a rollout. I'm right there on the defensive tackle, and the quarterback, I can literally just arm out and grab him, but I can't get off the block. That's not realistic. The fact that you can have, like me, I got a upper 90s pass rush, and you can take the freshest, newest person come from the M and put them against me, and they can hold me. That's not realistic. And then the other thing, since we got all these people that's been in the league for a while, and I've kind of looked over games myself, have you ever seen an offensive lineman get a holding call?
I don't remember one.
It's a lot of games.
I don't. I have to say.
No, but what I'm saying is, if it was happening, you would at least be able to think of one. Out of all the games that you guys combined have played, you were sitting here dumbstruck trying to think, whoa, have I ever seen that? And that's a problem.
Right.
There's no realism in that. So that's the biggest problem. Even though these running backs are doing what they're doing, the wide receivers are doing what they're doing, it's because the quarterbacks have time. If they didn't have the time, even, and not necessarily that you have to touch them, but get close enough to rush the pass, you would see a distinct change. If you would just change the front lines and how they operate, you would change the game rather than cutting people's stamina and stuff back, because that's not realistic. Nobody's running on the field with zero stamina. That's not real. So I think if we fix the trenches, you fix the problem. And I understand that, you may want the offensive line to kind of be OP because nobody wants to watch a game where a quarterback is just constantly getting hit. Well, they wouldn't constantly get hit, but it would be more than what it is, and the rush would be more effective than what it is. And you wouldn't have to worry about receivers doing those magical one-hand catches because the ball would never get to them.
Okay. Anybody else want to weigh in on that before I move on?
I think it's kind of. I thought the defense had a more advantage for real to me. You know what I mean? Because you can only pick like a certain amount of plays for the defense. You know what I mean? Offense has to come up with schemes and diversions and type of more than what the defense will have to do. So I think it's kind of fairly even. It's just that if you don't pick the right plays, then you got exposed. You know what I mean? So
coaching, got it.
Yeah. I think it's about coaching for real. If you call some whack plays, like if you just tried to rush the ball on a team all day, and they set the right defense to stop the rush all day, then you got out coached and you picked the wrong plays. You know what I mean? You got to mix the plays up. You know what I mean? You get like 77 to 100 plays to put into your catalog. So it's about the plays and having good sims. And it's hard to match what another person would think, but that's what you're doing. You're trying to guess what they would do if they were in this position. But I think it's about coaching for real.
A true chess match every day, every time.
Yeah.
Josh, did you and Sean want to weigh in on it, or y'all want to go ahead and move on?
I mean, I pretty much agree with a lot that and then Nate said. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the switch. I wasn't really a big fan of 2K8. I was always pushing to go to a Madden where UFL is. I don't know why that's not us. I just think it's just time to become more modern as a league. But it is what it is, and a lot of the nuances that not being a coach and not really being looking from that perspective, I really don't have much to say on that. But I just think that the product could be better.
This is what I do. I respect everybody's opinions, and I'll let you go ahead and get it out because sometimes even with talking, you bring up other thoughts. So I appreciate it. Now I do have individualized questions geared towards linebackers and the defensive line. So to my linebackers, actually, I'm going to have to ask this question a different question because, well, we'll play it by ear. All right. So to my linebackers in the SFL, defensive plays often face high pressure situations. So can you share a memorable moment where you thrived under pressure, leading to a pivotal defensive play? I mean, you guys are considered the quarterbacks of the defense.
Maybe. I mean, technically, aren't the quarterbacks just the linebackers of the offense? You know, so technically, I don't have like I have a couple of plays from previous seasons that I remember. For me, like the best feeling in the world is shutting the offense down on third down. So there was a couple of plays a couple seasons ago where I remember my player made. I think we played LA, and we late in the game like made a pretty big third down stop that forced a punt. So in terms of in a really close game, I think just a lot of the games when it gets tight, being able to make those plays on third down, those are always the biggest for me, just because I think that's going to help set the tone for your whole team.
You right about that, because my feelings have been hurt on third down. You can't convert and you need it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna need you to go sit down this week. Actually.
No. I'll tell you what. One more week we'll play hard, and then we'll see.
No. Just go ahead and take this week off, man. Go ahead and take this week off. It's all right, man.
Nope.
Y'all already scored 40 last week. You don't need that. Go ahead and rest.
I'm good.
All right. Who's up next?
Well, I mean, I can't think of necessarily a specific play that changed the game, per se, but I do remember a play a couple of seasons ago where somehow my guy flipped backwards into Superman flight position and got an interception. And what was the most amazing thing that I've seen. I think I made a graphic of it. I posted in the locker room, but that was like wow, But I really can't think of a specific play. I thrive more on being consistent when it comes to making plays and just being once again that leader of the defense and that team spirit, that know that when they play us that they're gonna get their block knocked off. So, but that's just playing consistent is what I desire.
All right. My defensive lineman, I need to know about how effectively does your player counteract different offensive scheme and formations? Are you happy with that effectiveness, or would you like to see a change?
Well, defensive line, we here to cause havoc. We ain't here to make the great plays. We hit the holes, stop the runs, get a sack or two, TFLs if possible, but we cause havoc so the linebackers and safeties can do their job. So we get a pressure on the quarterback. If you throw a funny pass, you're going to throw an interception or you may throw out of bounds. That's a credit to the defensive line for putting the pressure on. So that helps the linebackers, that helps the defensive backs, and to keep them on point as we try to get y'all the third down. That's what it's about. Causing havoc.
Right there. Okay. Robert, same.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's nice when you can do something to help your team. There are formations where I may take on a double team, which allows the tackle to slip underneath and get some pressure, possibly get a sack. So there are different little things that our coaches do well in scheming us up to put us in position, like he says, to create that havoc. You never know exactly where the pressure is coming from, who's going to break loose, who's going to break free. So I think that's a plus on our side, that you can't really pinpoint our defensive line per se. But yes, just the whole idea of just making it rough up front to allow those guys in back to go ahead and do what they need to do.
Okay. So how do you specifically contribute to building a strong team culture within your own locker room?
We talk to us.
Anybody that want to start? Since you the one spoke, Nate. Yeah, you go first.
You know how we get down the weight. We don't, you know what I mean? Like I said, we the infantry, the first ones in. We're gonna cause havoc. Linebackers, they snap up the running backs and catch the little quick under pass that the quarterback trying to throw. We may put a little pressure on the quarterback, so she may throw the interception to the secondary.
Whoa! I don't like how you said she. First off, you know I'm the only one.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Right. Oh,
I like how you.
Yeah.
I had to relapse. My bad. I had to relapse. But quarterback, you know, we try to, you know, we throw your game off. You know what I mean? Interceptions or a fumble or some type of way that we get the ball out the offense and give it to our offense. You know what I mean? That's the name of the game.
You know, I should have asked that question differently. I meant like it within the locker room itself. So, how do you build that strong culture within the locker room to make people, or how do you contribute in building that strong culture in the locker room to where people are like, you know what? I don't want to leave Baltimore, or I don't want to leave Vancouver, or even I don't want to leave Arizona.
Well, what we do over there, man, is the vulture culture. You know what I mean? A lot of people come in, a lot of people go, stay, and we rock all the way on. You know what I'm saying? But we invite everybody to come in. You know, just join the team and speak your mind. Don't be quiet over here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, say a little something. You know, tell us some stories about your family. You know, just be informed. You know what I'm saying? We ain't picking on nobody or nothing like that. We just trying to understand everybody as we go on the field every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Friday, and try to win the game together.
Yeah, definitely. It's a family, man. It's a family. It's a true family, and we celebrate each other. You know, it's no one person, no, you know, one group, position group, or anything like that. We celebrate each other, and you can tell that we care about one another, because when you're in our locker room, it's not just about the SFL. It's about you as a person, what you got going on, what you're dealing with. Your teammates will rally behind you, quick to support you. So it's a family. It's truly a family, and it's that atmosphere that when we're going through some adverse times, our heads are never low. Plus the fact that the culture, when you come in, like when I first came into Baltimore, they taught me really quickly, you're a vulture. And be proud that you're a vulture. And, you know, my mouth used to be a little large. But, you know, and there was times I would get to talking and maybe get a little too far out there. And I would go back to the locker room like, ooh, bruh, look. So about last night. And they like, man, you a vulture. We got your back. like talk your talk. We got
Just
your
like
back.
that. Just like that.
And when they said that, I said, you know what? I'm never leaving. If I could pay a 20-year subscription right now and just get it out the way, I'd do it right now. Just forget it. I ain't going nowhere. It was just that. It was just the fact that they'll jump behind you. You know what I'm saying? And they always got your back. And you can never go into that locker room and have anyone look down on you, anyone talk down on you. It's all uplifting and what can we do to be better as a collective group. So
okay. Josh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I mean, we use the word family in our locker room too in Vancouver. You know, I think from the top down, like I think everyone in that locker room, you can see the effort that people put in, not just with the game planning and with this and that, but like Robert said, it's you know, stuff beyond, you know, the SFL. We're checking in on each other on how we're doing, and I think you know, I think everyone in our locker room does a good job when there's a draft, when there's free agency, and there's new people coming in. You know, I think we don't have to really, like, you know, make plans to be like, hey, like, go talk to the new guys so they feel fine. I think everyone in there knows that, like, we want to set the tone, that we want to be, that we are a family, that we want to talk about that and be welcoming. And because we know that we've been a part of something special. And, you know, I think I think that it's, in terms of myself too, in terms of contributing, you know, just like little things like, you know, on Saturdays, you know, like maybe putting in a reminder about, like, you know, hey guys, like, you know, progression, like make sure you guys do that. And I think a lot of the veterans kind of do that sort of thing to just remind people and check in so that everyone's on the same page that way too. But really, yeah, at the end of the day, we're in the SFL because we want to be connected. And I think I don't know, it feels like when you're in the Vancouver locker room, you are connected, and you're connected in such a great way. So
I don't know if you can confirm or deny this. I don't even know if you're gonna get in trouble.
Andy. It was Ashley.
Wait, I just got a question. Mustard pizza, is that a thing?
Wow, what's that?
What? So it's a thing. Yeah, it is. I'll go this far as to say that you know, if you haven't ever tried mustard on pizza, on a pepperoni pizza, something like that, try it.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm gonna try it because you put it out there. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a little slab, but man, I've never thought about it in my life. Put mustard on pizza.
It's great. It's great. I wasn't sure if you were doing your food section before this one. I thought, you know, like next week, try it and give the plug next week, your next show. I guarantee you'll like it.
I mean,
I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it.
All right, thank you.
You said you want like an Italian sandwich.
I like new stuff.
You know, normally an Italian sandwich has pepperoni on it, and I normally I get mustard or something like that. So it might be all right. But that was just really unusual when I first heard it.
Never heard that one.
Good stuff.
Sean, how do you contribute to building a strong team culture within our locker room?
You know, I think just being present, one, you know, anything that I can share about life, you know, I look at this sim stuff as just an escape from real life, you know what I'm saying? But yet life still happens. One thing that I can say that whether it's Eddie or whether it's you, whether it's Will, you know, I just like rocking with genuine people, you know. So, you know, that's one thing that keeps me coming back. Just you know that it has been proven that we are there for one another, whether it's going through hard times. Um, I try to incorporate our relationship. Um, we have our relationship in the locker room, but those personal relationships, the DM, those DM relationships. So, I'll reach out to certain guys and say, hey, what's up? Just checking on you. Something that you started, that was already in place whenever I joined, those mental health check-ins. And, so that's one thing that I try to do, try to incorporate, I'm very comfortable with displaying the family in the locker room, what's going on, and just try to be that example of fatherhood, because it can be tough, and I think we got maybe two ladies that's in our locker room,
Mhm.
2 or 3, but just try to be that presence, of leadership amongst the men, and but yeah, just try to be that genuine person that has that example that's already been set. So I believe if people come into that environment and and know that there's a level of, what, I can let loose a little bit, and a lot of us are more mature. We got a couple young cats, but for the most part, we are a mature group, and just try to support each other, and just not on the field but off the field.
Mhm. I know I've called you personally, and you've been there for me,
Right,
so I appreciate that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's prayer, you know, on a spiritual level, whatever it may be, I just on a real level, just encouraging one another, because our life is gonna go on beyond this, and and I hope that our friendships will go beyond this, So
Indeed. Well, I can say that I would not have met a lot of you if it wasn't being here, because we're all living in different states, different countries, different time zones, different everything. So the probability of us meeting each other outside of the SFL will probably be minuscule, but to have this kind of melting pot of different personalities and just everything, um, I think that's what people stay for. People get mad because their player is not doing what they want them to do. They get mad because their team isn't winning all day long. I mean, you get mad in real life when that happens, right? So
Right.
but the difference is that this, we're playing, yes, we are paying to play, but I think it hits home more with some because of the genuine friendships that you have here, and the personalities that you can't find anywhere else. And this has been one of the safer places that I've been, especially as a woman, because you can't really trust a lot of places online, especially when it's a male dominated league, or server and everything like that. So it's just been it's been a wonderful experience, and what the commonality of everybody in their locker rooms is the family aspect, having somebody else to talk to besides the people that you see every day. That's
Right. Right.
important. Um, Fun things. Can you walk us through a pregame routine on how you or your locker room prepare mentally for a game? For example, I hate to say this, I don't eat on game day. I won't eat until my game is played. So that means sometimes I won't eat until, like, tomorrow, I won't eat all day.
Why?
Because when I eat, we lose, bro. I promise you. I don't know. It's like she get full and she start throwing the ball I don't know. But when I don't eat, we win. I know that sounds crazy. That's just the thing. And Eddie be like, Ashley, you need to eat before you fall out. I was like, I
man, your game gonna be at 9 o'clock going now. You're at home.
I'm gonna be starving tomorrow. But
Actually, let's see. We got like a 9:30 game tomorrow. What are you like? What are you gonna do?
Are you gonna sit down? Are you gonna not play?
If I back off like 5%, will you have like just a little bit of something to eat? Can we negotiate this?
I might, but you know how this game works. You can't guarantee.
I know. So.
But yeah, that's one of my little quirks that I do. And then we have our voice channel. We Sean and I and Eddie and everybody that wants to come in, we'll just we'll pile in there on game day, do our little thing. Like, okay, we're hoping that this is gonna happen. Then Eddie will come in and be like, hey guys, I'm seeing, they might be using this book. I don't know how it's gonna go. Sean know. I don't know how it's gonna go, and so we have that little powwow before, and we sit there and we enjoy the game together, and that's how we do it, But Nate, how does the Vultures, Robert and Nate, how does the Vultures, or how do you specifically prepare?
Well, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna talk I gotta have a meal before my game. You know what I'm saying? I might get my little area set up for a little drink or so. So get in the locker room, start talking. Give out some cheers. Might send some type of vulture eating on people lingo in there. So we get hype like that. We gonna eat, man. We vultures. We eat at all times.
Right.
If we lose, we going to go eat after that. So, everybody just put their little, their little lingo in there. Go Vultures, or with the weight, the committee, the battalion. That's the offensive line. You don't know about them, but we boost each other up for the game, and then we watch the game. Then we get inside the game chat, and you know how we get in there though. When you start seeing that vulture circling, yeah, you know what time it is.
Yeah,
they know. But that's what we do, man. Win or lose, it's vultures up all day.
100. Is she frozen? I think. Oh, is she back now? I think. Maybe not. I hope she's standing still like that during our game.
Okay?
We lost our host.
Man, this internet been acting crazy as heck, man. It was worse when I plugged in. I don't know. I just maybe I got to get rid of my current internet provider. I don't know.
What can we do?
But yeah, so earlier on, I used to come in the gate swinging with my little memes and my little disses to the other team. And I kind of got superstitious because a couple more games we lost. And I was like, okay, all right, let me switch this up. So now it's a workman's mentality. I do eat, but my attitude during that day, it's like it's like I'm going to battle. So we put the uniform on and we ready to go to war, and and I'm focused the whole time, whole game. I'm just focused. And then after we do what we do, how we do, then I celebrate with the team. Then I celebrate with the team. We all come together and celebrate the victory. Coaches come in and tell us what we did well, tell us what we did wrong. I mean, it's just like a team. It's just like a team. So.
Yeah, I remember those days when you used to go too far and then you had to wear my logo, and it seemed like you calmed down after that.
I knew that was coming eventually. I knew that was. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you know. Doug Day checking in. I've done it. Vancouver, season 13. LOL. Good to see you, Doug. Gotta have him on here too. But Sean, is there anything weird that you do before the game that we don't know about besides being in the voice channel? Do you eat mustard pizza? Do you eat, do you not eat like I do?
No, weird, no. Yeah, when I'm able to really wrestle away from the kids and sit down when I get there, I try to put my hat on, my jersey on, represent that way. And of course, you know me, I'm always be pulling something up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as I got my sip on, you know what I'm saying, to kind of cut the edge a little bit, and then I can relax and talk and enjoy and have fun. So that's pretty much it.
That's it.
It's all about having fun and enjoying the moment.
Do you ever find yourself going too far? Like, because I remember a few times where I would just be like arguing with myself. Because I see her throwing to three. Like, why would you throw it to Yayo and he's covered like with three people? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So I'm over here.
Well, I mean,
discussing myself out.
I mean, I think when I first started Sims, I would take it personal.
Yeah.
But now I'm at the place where I understand we could put our best effort in game planning. We can put our best effort on upgrading and progressing. At the end of the day, AI gonna do what AI.
Man, oh my God, AI something else.
You know what I'm saying? So when I feel myself getting like to a point, I learn how to let it go.
Man,
put in God's hands.
That's all you can do, bro.
So in my drink, I think it kind of helps take that edge off. You know what I'm saying? I would never look at your 3 interceptions last week. And blame you. I would never blame you for something that the computer has did.
You brought that in smooth.
Yeah, he did, didn't
he? You better be glad you're on my team. That's the only reason why you get away with that.
Yeah.
But yeah. And it could be very difficult, But do you guys, Robert and Nate, what happened to Josh?
I don't know.
Hopefully he'll come back. Josh, come back if you hear me. But do you guys find yourself, have you overcame that frustration that you feel like when you miss an opportunity to make a big play, or perhaps things are just not going your way on game day?
For me, it's changed a lot. So when I first came into the big leagues, I didn't have a full understanding of how the game operated. Mm-hmm. So like Sean said, I was used to playing coaching mode on Madden, running plays and making adjustments and things of that nature. And I thought that's how the game worked. So I was getting heated. Like I would see some of the dumb stuff the AI was doing, and I literally thought it was my coaches, or it was an issue where players were in the wrong position, or I was in the wrong position. So I was losing my mind in Denver. Once I got over to Baltimore and they kind of explained to me how the game works and this AI, and I was like, oh, okay, well, now that makes sense. So I toned it down a lot because my frustration level was through the roof because I would look at my player and like I said, the one that frustrates me the most is when the quarterback rolls out and I push the D tackle all the way to his chest and I can't get off a block. And I'm standing there and watching you throw the ball where I can just grab it. That frustrates. I wish they would take that out the game somehow, do something. Because even though I know it's AI, that still ticks me off. That was still, but that's how I am.
Personally, I don't have a problem with it, but
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Oh man, but Nate, what about you?
What's the question? I forgot.
So when your player isn't performing the way you
Oh, okay.
it should, or
It's AI.
you ever get frustrated?
Nah, I did work like probably in the Western League, the minor leagues. I was really getting frustrated until I figured out like either my coaches are dumb as hell, or AI just got the fix on. You know what I'm saying? So for real, but I understand that like I was saying before. If you don't pick the right, like you go in there trying to run over team all day, and they pick the right defense to stop the run all day, and we just wasted an hour and a half watching this game for real. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna go your way. You know what I mean? But it's all about coaching to me, and you got to pick the right plays that's gonna put the right players against the right persons against that opposite of your opponent. So it's like it's a game of chess. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it don't go our way all the time, but a lot of times it do. So, you know, that's how we got to rock and that's how we got to roll.
Gotcha. I got a couple fun questions before I let you guys go because we're actually almost at an hour, 30 minutes. I kind of wanted to keep it around an hour, but you know me, I don't even know why I put a time on it. So if you could have dinner with two people that is either living or dead, they could be famous or not. If you could have just a night, a dinner with those individuals, you can choose two or one person, who would they be and why? I always said it was Michael Jackson, and I couldn't remember the other one, but definitely Michael Jackson was one of them for me.
That's a good question.
Actually, I know that's my dad. I would love to be able to just talk to him and all of the things that I was able to actually have that conversation with him before he passed. Just taking him and just like, hey, I appreciate all of the times that you told me to do stuff, and I'm sorry that I didn't listen. I had to learn the hard way on a lot of things, but I'm glad that I was actually able to have that. But just for me to be able to talk to him and telling him all of the good things that's happened after, what's been going on with you now, that'd be great to be able to do.
I think he looking down at you right now, Queen. So, just keep doing what you've been doing and stay progressing and being the best that you are. And you know what I mean? So, sorry to hear that, but you're doing a great thing and I love what you're doing there. Keep the culture going.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
For sure.
You have your two people yet? Or your one person that you want to have dinner with? I've had some interesting answers to this question too. That's why I decided to bring it back.
Nah, it'd probably be my grandmother. Cause my grandmother died when I just graduated from. Matter of fact, she didn't make it to my graduation. She died my senior year. You know what I mean? And the woman taught me so much. She couldn't teach how to be a man, but she taught me how to respect women, though. You know what I mean? So, and not taking nothing from my mom or nothing like that, because my mom had when she was 17.
Absolutely.
So she was out here working and doing all the things she needed to do to provide for me in the background while my grandma took care of me. So probably my grandma, you know what I mean, because she was the rock of our family, you know what I mean, and kept everything rolling, kept people in check and whatnot. And yeah, that'd probably be it because, I love the realness about things. I don't be on all this fugazi stuff and all that, you know what I mean? Just like Sean said, man, we look for the genuine love out here, you know what I mean? Not the imitation love, the genuine love.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Robert, Sean, who y'all having dinner with?
Well, I think I would have to say my grandfathers on both my mother's and my father's side. Similar thing to what Nate was just saying. Very inspirational in my upbringing. Died in my early teens. So I would really love to speak with them now, here at this point in my life, and talk with them about different things that are going on, and just have their opinions. Just to have their opinions and their thoughts.
Yeah. It's definitely needed nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Sean?
Yeah, I got a couple. I think one would be my mother. The reason why, being the youngest of five, and me being like the last one. I'm 55 now, but I got brothers and sisters that are 78, 79. You know what I'm saying? So there's big gaps between us and them, between me and them rather. And so I lost my parents before they was able to see me get married and have my kids and things of that nature. And one thing that they say, oh man, mom will love your wife. You know, she will love your kids. But just to be able to just have that experience, because you know they were so much older. They were, you know, I got nieces and nephews my same age, right? So I never experienced the grandparents, and so I would love to be able to see that and develop with my kids and things of that nature. So just being able for her to see that I done well, you know what I'm saying, that I done good, and how she raised us, you know what I'm saying. She did a great job, you know. I think the second person would be Michelle Obama.
I was wondering what you was looking for.
I was wondering what that lean back was about. I get it now.
Michelle Obama. I mean, what more can you say? She's the standard.
That's it. That's it. I love that.
Oh, man,
I also
that
like how you
was
text your steak too. I love that.
good.
Oh man. So, if you could be hot or cold for the rest of your life, which one would you be?
Hot.
You're gonna be always hot. You're gonna always be cold.
Hot.
Hot.
We're in the snow right now, and I can't stand this shit.
Yeah, I agree.
I gotta go outside, start my car 20 minutes before I go out to work. Hell nah. Hot.
You might as well come on down to Arizona here.
Huh?
You might as well come on down to Arizona.
Man, I'm working my way, trust and believe. Something gotta change. For real. For real. Goddamn Gopher. Gopher said 6 weeks more of winter, and she was right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I get up at 6:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock. Man, look, it's too cold. You start the car and just waiting to let it get warm. For real.
Oh, that sucks, man. I mean, it get cold down here, but not 20 minutes. You know, I gotta
You ain't cold.
Nah, yeah, it ain't cold. That's like a breeze.
Right. You ain't cold.
It's probably about 79 right now.
Oh man, look, you well, so I don't even want to talk to you no more, nigga.
Right. You got jokes.
Jokes. We out here in bubble cup and caramels and Hit you, and you gotta make sure you got your third flu, all type of stuff, boy. Man,
Right.
man, it was 72 like 3 weeks ago.
You were the one.
I don't know how it was 72 in the middle of January. Like, what the hell? Like,
Man, I remember the day it was actually 96 degrees, and the next day it snowed.
Oh,
I can believe that. Man.
Yeah, I was in high school. Literally,
I
96 degrees, and then the next day
I
it
can
snowed.
believe that, man. This now you got to have your coat, shorts,
You got to be
raincoat,
prepared for
umbrella,
everything.
Timberland boots, and a scarf for the and some gloves.
You got to be ready for it all up here. It'll change in a
Man.
minute.
So, Robert, you doing heat too?
See, I don't like to be hot, but if it was forever, yeah, I'm gonna go with heat. Cause no, I'm with Nate, man. Don't nobody want to do this constantly. No,
Man, for real, scared to go outside sometimes. Like, man, I gotta go out here. Oh,
it just smacks you at the door. As soon as you open the door, it just smacks you in the face. Spot.
Mailbox be piling up.
Well, luckily my mailbox is inside my house, so
right.
That's cool.
That's dope.
It was outside on the corner. Oh yeah.
That's a necessity up here.
Yeah.
You know, most people mailboxes is outside and go into the house because as soon as you open that door, it just tackles you. As soon as you open it, just
smack you right
in
the face.
Yeah, y'all can keep all of that. Yeah, y'all can. But you guys are the ones that you choosing to subject yourself to this foolishness. I don't know why.
I was born here. I never thought about really leaving. You know what I mean? But I am now.
I'm glad to know.
Today and tomorrow.
Oh, I know that's right. Sean, hot or
I
cold?
got people in his own. I'll be out there at some point.
Me, definitely hot. I mean, at least in the summertime, the sun will go down. But in the wintertime, that cold ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
In fact, it gets colder.
Great point. All right, last question. If you had a theme song that would play every time you walked down the street, every time you walked out of a building, every time you got in your car, every time you did anything, this song is going to come on just to let people know that you have arrived or you are on the way. What song is that?
Question. Can't think of one for real. I mean,
all the music y'all listen to, that one that you know what?
I mean,
will listen to this.
I got a lot of favorites though. You know, like from old school and to new school.
So give us your top three.
All right, let me see.
Like that.
Top three. I'm definitely the Ice Cube person. So, what's that one?
Go ahead, sing it.
I'm trying to. It was a good day.
Today was a good day.
That's one. So,
yeah.
A-Bomb, JG. I'm a rap here. A-Bomb, JG, to lay it down.
Yeah.
You know, my stand on right there. And I would say Houdini Love.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Big
that.
Houdini fan.
All right, Sean, what about you?
I think that my number one song would probably be Atomic Dog.
Good stuff.
Like that G-Funk. Like that G-Funk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Atomic Dog. What would be another one? I don't know why Papa Was a Rolling Stone by Temptations come up, but that sounds like a good. That sounds like a
Because
good
that bass
intro
line,
song. Dun 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 dun.
that bass line was hitting, man.
And I think my third one would be Curtis Mayfield on Your Pussy.
Okay, there. I'm your pussy.
You know, yeah. I'm old school over here.
Okay, then. Actually, you're not the only person that's told me that particular song too. So, all right, great minds think alike. Robert, you had plenty of time. Which one's yours?
I got 3. Happy by Pharrell.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Lovely Day by Kirk Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
And Ohio Player is Fire.
Okay, G-Funk in the house again. Okay, there.
I like it, gentlemen. I mean, because I'm assuming that, these songs kind of, either have something, like that kind of swag that when you walk around, that's, I guess you imagine yourself swagging out to that. So I get it. I get it. Good songs. Good stuff, gentlemen. Did y'all have anything that y'all want to leave us with? Any words of wisdom that you want to leave us with, or anything that you just want to say, maybe to the rookies that are maybe listening and are interested in being a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Any advice you want to give anybody? I'll start with you first, Robert.
Okay. Advice: stay the course. Trust your coaches. Believe in your team. And I can't wait to shake your hands in a couple of weeks, Ashley.
You mean Friday? This coming Friday?
Yeah, I just can't wait to shake your hand.
You ain't gonna touch me. I'm just telling you right now. I don't know what.
All I said was I want to shake your hand.
Yeah, before and after the game. That's totally fine. I'll give you a hug even. Before or after the game. Not during.
Oh, shit.
I love you, Robert.
Oh, boy. I'm going to get you.
I know. You gonna try.
Sooner or later.
You getting paid to try, bro. You getting paid to try.
A blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
The moment you do it too, I know I ain't gonna never hit the end of it either.
True. That is true. That's so very true.
It's a love affair, just we get paid to come get you. You know what I'm saying?
If you can.
I got you a couple times though, but
I mean, that was old. That wasn't this year. Don't be bringing up old stuff.
Yeah, no, I keep it back in the past. I'm sorry. Stop.
Any parting words, Nate, that you want to give to people?
Just be humble, stay the course. If you got a good team, just try to learn the game, learn all the aspects of SFL. You know what I mean? It's not all about you as a team thing. And to the best team may win. You know what I mean? So AI controls everything. So don't go crazy.
Yeah.
And give your coaches some respect because they spend a whole lot of hours preparing these things. So just stay blessed, man. So it's all about it. You know what I mean? And get your progressions in early. Saturday, not Sunday night, not Monday afternoon, Saturday.
Soon as it opens.
Man, wake up, progression. It's already on the screen, waiting on you. Just like
we used to have progression races.
Oh, we need to start that then because I'll win. I'll wake up for that one.
But yeah, that's really good advice too. Because when you wait until the last second, then something happens, and then all of a sudden
you lose track.
Oh man, I lost track of time. I don't know what happened. All right, now your team's suffering. So I get that.
And to you, keep doing what you're doing. Probably the best SFL guy right now. Keep rocking the shows. And I'm going to stay. I was out of tune last year because I was trying to get this thing down. I'm a little bit more comfortable now, so you would.
I'm looking forward to it. Please do, because it's been a long time coming. Typically, somebody from the Baltimore Vultures would have been on the show. Like,
I know.
Already.
It was a new age. We had new guys in, and they're doing well now. Everybody is in their season going great. So yeah. Hope we keep as long as we keep this team right here that we got right now. It could be now. So
okay, well, y'all can sit down for another five more seasons. Let somebody else win like 5 more times, and then y'all go.
See you on the field. See you, AJ, on the field. Robert, you already know where we at.
Yes, sir.
I'm out of love.
Sounds good, brother.
All right. Peace.
John, what about you? Parting words before I let you go?
Yeah, I mean, anybody, just to lead by example. It ain't always what you say, is what you do, how you carry yourself. Just make your progressions. Don't be the one that's the weak link on the team. Each season is a new beginning. You can't dwell on the past. I'll always keep going forward and just believe that it's going to get better. So that's my mindset. That tomorrow is better than my yesterday.
That's it. Well, I appreciate your time, gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and giving us a little bit of insight to your positions, why you chose men, and insight to who you are as persons behind the player. So thank you for being here. None of you be strangers. Y'all all welcome back whenever you want to. I will be doing mental health, my mental health awareness show probably within the next few weeks too, because it looks like we need it. So y'all interested in coming on back for that? Just let me know, okay?
Will do.
All right, brothers. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. Games are going to be starting. Games are going to be starting pretty soon. So, go ahead and get geared up for that. Again, that's going to be on the Virtual Football Network. We will have about 4 different games going on this evening. You get a chance to actually see us out there on the field. Actually, Arizona Scorpions will be playing until tomorrow, again, at around 9. So I won't be eating all day. But it's fun to watch, guys. So if you're new to the stream, if you're new to the podcast, if you're new to the SFL, just check out some of the games. You'll see why we love it so much. I am planning on talking to O-linemen and tight ends next week, or either running backs. I actually have to figure out which one I'm going to be doing, running backs and fullbacks, or the O-line and tight ends. But either way, I'm going to be talking to those positions, and then the other one the week after that, and I'll be going to be completed with the position. So I'll be probably having Cam on probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Again, I am waiting for him to let me know what his schedule is going to be like so we can go ahead and get that out the way. But guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Really appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday. Special thanks goes out to all of my guests that did come out. And thank you for watching. Looking forward to bringing you guys another great podcast next week, y'all. But until then, y'all stay safe, treat each other well. All of my guests out.
Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Whiskey in the York, spending like they owe me. Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me, better come correct. Different lives that we lead. I'm in the Nike check in a bag of Louis V. Truth on the Muppets, lies don't make no sense, pop up for a minute, I swap them out, I swap on my whip now. Benches and BMs now. Lights don't make no sense now. Baby, fall back too close. You ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. It's the end of your spending like they owe me. Ain't no ain't no time unless it's reason. It's the talk or the show. It's that stress to get at me, and it's closer to the chest when your pocket's too deep. Too drawn to my wrist, lights don't make no sense, pop up for a minute, I swap on my whip, Benzes and BMs, lights don't make no sense,